Yo guys, what's going on? It's Classic and welcome back to a Formula 1 game. Been a little while, but the other day I was playing Project Cars 2 immersion mode and I said this. I know that our pit boards on the F1 games, I noticed they were legitimate if you could actually read them. If they actually told you any decent information. Maybe that'll be next week's video. So I thought, you know what? F1 2020 is on Game Pass, and so I'll boot it up and we'll see if we can use the pit boards to help us understand like what lap it is, what position we're in, maybe the gaps, and you know, to add some more information that we maybe don't get on the steering wheel. Like a great idea. So this is my return to an F1 game, F1 2020. I'm going to do a 5-lap race at Monza, and let's see if we can use these pit boards. Alright, getting ready for the start. Getting the optimal revs is always tricky. Reasonable. Second phase. Awful. Awful. They're going to come down into turn 1. Monza. Always dramatic. More of a car pack this time than anything. Yeah, you know. Bit of bump and grind. Down the exit curve a little bit. Not ideal. Okay, so we're gonna run this round. I just want to hope that we can kind of see these pit boards, see what information we can glean from them. We're gonna be, you know, again, I'm all about my immersion now. So if we can add to that some pit boards, it'll be great. And we're gonna run a little deep into the first lesson. Second lesson was always good. Always hooked up around here. Okay, on the exit, yeah, around about as far as you'd want. And get in the slipstream with the Williams. I never know quite what to do with these talk videos. I don't like it when people do like a commentary, a post-race commentary, but act like it's not a post-race. You know what happens? Why are we surprised by a lot of this stuff? I don't know. It feels like we're sat here watching it together. So I don't know. Do I make this move? No, I don't. Settle back in. Don't run into the back of them. Okay, here we go. Pit boards. Let's see, right hand side. We're going to try and pick it out. Toro Rosso, AlphaTauri. See if we see the pit board. Did you see it? Did you see it? It's... Look, they actually do exist. The pit boards exist. They do have accurate information, including like what lap it is, and the gaps, who's ahead of you, who's behind you, and the gaps. All the information is there, and they update every single lap. But you can't freaking see them. you go flying past them so damn quickly. Yeah, you can't see it. So I think this is instant myth busted, and probably should just be the end of the video. But you know, I did a 5-lap race. I enjoyed getting stuck in there. So let's get back to whatever action this is, because yeah, pit boards. I can't believe it. It's a shame. I hope it's any better in T-Cam. Probably not. But, you know, I'm at the right eye level with it. It's just a blur. It's just an absolute blur. Right. Into Ascari for the second time. Still behind this Williams. Yeah, bump over the curb, bump over the inside curb. We've got a good run now. We've got to use our downforce we've got a default setup. Because everyone's just going to leave us in a straight line. And it's getting a bit rowdy up front. It starts to get a little bit chaotic, I think, next lap. And right now, I mean, we're well in the slips. You know, it's such a good run off Parabolica. Yeah, give us a little push. Right, pit board. Here we go. Second time round. No, it's just nothing. It's just a blur. I can tell you I'm not in last place. I think. No, now I am. Teammates come past me. Oh, little whoa! He's gone flying straight into turn 1. Okay, I made it. He's done 2 moves, 2 positions into that first corner. Look at him go. Right, still behind the Williams. Still not made any progress. It's good though. This camera position. Oh, I'm gonna dive. Look, I'm gonna dive. Nope. Oh, no bump. Can he? Oh, he's gonna give me a squeeze. Yeah, yeah. Off you get. Can't see him. Got no proximity arrows, but immersion. Oh, a little wide. A little wide. And he's straight back past. Look at that. DRS open. Oh, and there's a Cubits or someone coming past me. That's embarrassing. But yeah, this now they've actually made it so you can adjust the camera positions per car in this. So with the historic cars or F2 cars, you can actually have like an ACC with like car specific settings for the view, which is really cool. And I added a bit of the camera shake as well. I think it's at 80%, which I don't know what it's like to watch, but at the time, like actually racing it in the sim rig, it's really cool. It really adds to it. Oh, a double toe down to turn 1. DRS over. I'm flying past everybody. Alpha Tower is on the outside of turn 1 today. Major moves. I got one. We got the Williams finally. Let's go. Let's go. I never know who this is. See, but that information is on the pit board. It would tell me who this is in front of me, but can't freaking see it unless I stop every lap to have a good read of it. Yeah. Rear end. This setup's not perfect. Although the force feedback's just not perfect. I'm not particularly miss the F1 games. It's all on the front wheels. The force feedback's great if you only care about what the front wheels are doing. It just seems to be very hit or miss with the rears. I tried playing about the settings for hours, and yeah, you know, Project Cars does it the best, but then Project Cars lets itself down in other areas. ACC is the most precise, but their rear tyre forces are just they're a little too low for my liking, a little too subtle. Straight down the inside of parabolic. Look at this, making it sit. Use the downforce. And also, I tried the F1 cars at Zandvoort. So I've not driven it on the F1 games. And I realised that F1 cars are just too quick to be fun around there. ACC, most of them corners are just scary. But in these things, like that middle sector, the little flow up the hill, it's just flat, it's easy flat. Where in ACC, it's flat, but you better be on the right line and you better have some good tyres, or if not, you're going to end up in the wall. I've very much gravitated towards the GT cars or the slower stuff. Just more fun, you feel it. It's like around F1, it's, you know, they're really planted and it's fast, but I don't know, not a lot of enjoyment for me in that kind of driving. But to each their own. I think if Codemasters do improve the force feedback somewhat, because it's been static, is it since 2014 or 2015? Some of them use the same platform for the games. They need to just, you know, do a big overhaul, and because everything else is spot on. I mean, the graphics are pretty good now, and you know, if you care about the single player stuff, it's all good. But we are going to come home to finish what looks like P11, P18, sorry, P18 on the board, and yeah, turns out myth busted. You can't read the pit boards, even though they are in the game, well implemented. So it's a shame, but I enjoyed it. It was good fun. Maybe we do some more F1 content, and yeah, sit here and chat to myself for a little while. But yeah, appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you next time.